The Dune Dragon's Fiery Flight. Finn lived in a land of scorching heat, where the dunes stretched like endless waves of fire. He was known in his dune camp for his daring spirit, and the way he trusted the winds to guide his kites to a safe landing. Today, however, the wind felt different. It hummed with a strange energy, and the dragon-scale cloak he wore began to pulse with a low, rhythmic beat. The hum grew into a deep, guttural roar that vibrated through the very sand beneath his feet. Finn's eyes widened as he looked up. Against the blinding sun, a massive shadow blotted out the light. The dune dragon, Cinder, a creature of legend, was circling the sky, its scales shimmering like obsidian. "That's a call, Finn," a voice whispered on the wind. It was his friend, Gust, a boy who could speak to the breezes. "The dragon needs a path to the fertile rains, but the Flame Fury blocks its way," Gust warned. "I can't fight the fury, but I can guide your wings. Trust the wind, and it will show you the way." With a deep breath, Finn leaped from the high dune, his wind wings catching the updraft. He glided over a bubbling lava lake, the heat searing his face, but he didn't hesitate. He trusted the wind's whispers, and his cloak pulled him forward, a beacon to the dragon. In the distance, the Flame Fury appeared. It was a swirling, blazing wall of heat and sand, a vortex of pure fire that blocked the path to the sky. It was a terrifying sight, a blocker of all things good and fertile. Finn landed on a rocky outcrop near the dragon, who was pacing nervously, its fiery gaze fixed on the fury. Finn knew what he had to do. He walked forward, his hand outstretched, and placed it on the dragon's tail. "I trust you," he said, his voice steady. The dragon, feeling Finn's trust, let out a mighty roar that shook the very ground. Finn held on tight as Cinder took to the sky, flying directly towards the swirling Flame Fury. The bond between them was forged in fire and faith. The Flame Fury tried to push them back, but the dragon's daring flight, fueled by Finn's trust, was unstoppable. Cinder opened its mouth, and its fiery breath, usually a weapon of destruction, became a focused beam of pure, concentrated light. The beam pierced the heart of the Flame Fury. Instead of an explosion, the fiery vortex dissolved into a torrent of cool, life-giving rain. It poured down, transforming the scorching dunes into a lush, green landscape. Finn and Cinder landed on the newly fertile ground. The desert was no longer a place of fire and sand, but a place of life and growth. Finn smiled, looking at the small flower that had just sprouted from the soil. He knew that his trust had dared a flight to fertile flames. "Wing your wind, and dragons dance destinies," he whispered.